Hello dear students, very good morning. We are reading lesson number 4, the Rattrap. It's written by Selma Lagerlof. We already discussed it 4 paras, rather 5, and we are on page number 33, and let's start from para number 5 again. The old man was just as generous with his confidences as with his porridge and tobacco. Let's recall that the stranger, who was a Rattrap maker, he was plodding along the road. He was very tired and he asked for a shelter. And when he found a cottage there, and in the cottage there was a lonely old man, and he willingly gave him the shelter in order to keep some time in a busy manner, because there was nobody in his home to discuss him the everyday matters. When the stranger gets into the house, he found the old man was very liberal. He was very generous. He was a man who takes every care, or the best care, to his guest. And he provided every kind of eatables, or every kind of bedding, or every kind of facility, whatever he had available in his home. The old man was just as generous with his confidences as with his porridge and tobacco. The writer says the old man was not generous as per the things and articles and the facilities he provided for his guest, but he was generous as for his confidences were concerned. Means he was a liberal-hearted person. He was not a narrow-minded person. He trusted his guest. He trusted the qualities of his guest. He trusted that he would not harm anybody, nor would he do harm to his belongings. बच्चों, कहने का मतलब यह है कि पिछले पैराग्राफ में हमने पढ़ा कि जो स्ट्रेंजर था बड़ा थका हुआ था, वो चाह रहा था, पैदल चल रहा था, उसमें थकावट महसूस हो रही थी, उसको पास रहने के लिए जगह नहीं थी, अपना मकान नहीं था। बहरहाल उसने एक कॉटेज देखी, झोंपड़ी देखी, वहाँ उसने जाकर दरवाज़ा खटखटाया। वहाँ एक ओल्ड मैन था, ये खाली एक सिंगल पर्सन इस घर में था। उसने जगह मांगी और उसने खुशी से उसको जगह दे दी, लेकिन जगह उस वजह से दे दी कि वो चाहता था कि किसी हद तक उसकी तन्हाई दूर हो सके, तन्हाई में कोई उसे बात करे, तो इस वजह से उसने जगह दी। जगह ही नहीं दी बल्कि उसकी खातिर उसने जिस हद तक हो सके मेहमान नवाजी का इंतज़ाम कर दिया। उसने पोरेज यानी वो ओट्स वगैरह भी उसके लिए तैयार कर दिए। उसने टबैको रोल भी लाया और वो पैक ऑफ कार्ड्स वो भी उसके लिए अवेलेबल रखा ताकि उसका वक्त अच्छे से गुजरे। मगर राइटर कह रहा है कि ये कोई फराग दिल नफ़र अपने इस तरीके से नहीं था कि उसने तमाम चीज़ें मैसर रखी, घर मैसर रखा, बेडिंग मैसर रखी, खाने की पीने की चीज़ें मैसर रखी अपने गेस्ट के लिए, लेकिन वो इत्मीनान के लिहाज से भी बड़ा जनरस और लिबरल था। वो नैरो माइंडेड बंदा नहीं था। उसने सिर्फ ओट्स और टबैको में फराग दिली जाहिर नहीं की, बट ही uh, showed his liberality or his uh, uh, generousness as far his confidences and trust were concerned. The guest was informed at once that in his days of prosperity his host had been a crofter at Aramco's ironworks and had worked on the land. Now, while they were talking, the guest got an information. He was informed that the old man was not always being idle at home, but once he was a hard worker, once he was working, when he was working, when he was working, then the days were very nice for him. This was the nice era for him. This was the era of prosperity for him. This was the era of progress for him, and this was the era of affluence and joy for him. ये ज़माना जो था ये खुशहाली का ज़माना था, ये उसके लिए तरक्की का ज़माना था, ये उसके लिए बदहाली का ज़माना नहीं था। ये अपने गेस्ट से ये बता रहा है और गेस्ट को इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल रही थी। एंड ही यूज्ड टू वर्क एज अ क्रॉफ्टर। A crofter means a person who rents or owns a small family farm, especially this is word is especially used in Scotland. ये क्रॉफ्टर जो है ये इस बंदे को कहते हैं कि जो कोई लैंड रेंट पे ओन करे या उसके पास कोई फैमिली फार्म हो जहाँ वो काम करता हो, खुद भी खाता हो, दूसरों को भी खिलाता हो और उसमें वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस पैदा करने की कोशिश करता हो। That in his days of prosperity his host had been a crofter at Ramju's ironworks and had worked on the land. And while he was working in Ramju's ironworks and had worked on the land और उसने इस मकाम पर काम किया था. Now that he was no longer able to do day labor. Now, being very old, being very weak, he was not able to do day labor. वो अब कमज़ोर हो चुका है, बूढ़ा हो चुका है, अब वो मजदूरी के काबिल नहीं रहा है. It was his cow which supported him. But what was his means of survival? The only thing, an animal was means of his survival, and that was his cow. And the cow supports him by giving him milk. And what he says about his cow, and yes, that Bossy was extraordinary. Extraordinary means unusual, very important for him, very valuable for him. Bossy has two meanings. One means when you are directing people to ask them what they should do or what not, means एक बॉस की तरह आप काम कर रहे हैं. And next is bossy means a cow or a cow. She could give milk for creamery every day, and she could give milk. The cow could give milk. The bossy could give milk to home for this old man who has provided accommodation to the Rattrap maker. And creamery it's an establishment where the butter and cheese are made, where the eatables out of milk are made, such as butter and cheese. She could give milk for the creamery every day, and last month he had received all the 30 krona in payment. And because of this cow, because of this bossy, the old man has received 30 krona in payment. Krona means unit of money, notes, currency. used in Sweden or Iceland. उसने 30 kroner रिसीव कर दिए इसी काव के इस दूध से. The stranger must have seemed incredulous, for old man got up and went to the window, took a leather pouch which hung on a nail in every frame, and picked out 3 wrinkled 10 kroner bills. Now, what about the stranger? The stranger must have seemed incredulous. Must have seen incredulous means not believing what the old man had said to him. For the old man got up, but whether he believed him or not, it was not the concern of the old man. He got up, and as a certificate of his credibility, he got up and went to the window, and he took a leather pouch which was hung on a nail and in a very window frame. यानी उसने अपनी बात को सच्चा साबित करने के लिए, इत्मीनान दिलाने के लिए उसने क्या किया, वो उठा और वो सीधा चला गया खिड़की के पास जहाँ लेदर पाउच एक कील के सहारे लटका हुआ था. उसने इसको खोल दिया एंड पिक्ड आउट 3 wrinkled 10 kroner bills, और उसने 3 wrinkled 10 kroner bills निकाली जिसमें वो wrinkled का मतलब है कि जिसमें वो दराड़ी पड़ गई हूँ, जो अच्छी तरह से जो मुख्तलिफ फोल्ड्स उसमें पड़ गए हों, जैसे झुर्रियाँ उसमें पड़ गई हों, तो वो क्रोनर बिल्स उसने निकाल दिए. 3 बिल्स निकाल दिए. ये 10 क्रोनर की 3 बिल्स थी. These are held up before the eyes of the guest, and it was held up before the eyes of the guest means it was shown to the guest, nodding knowingly, and he was moving his head up and down. Nodding knowingly means he understood how valuable they are for the old man, and what old man had said was exactly based on the truth, and there was no exaggeration what he said. Then stepped them back into the pouch, और उसने इस बूढ़े इंसान ने इसको अपने इस पाउच में फिर डाल दिया. इन 10 क्रोनर रिंकल्ड बिल्स को उसने फिर डाल दिया अपने इस पाउच में. बस उसने डाल दिया. आगे क्या होता है, लेट्स डिस्कस इट इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. थैंक यू वेरी मच.